Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Procise. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. C.J. Procise, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage? Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on second is Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Richmond.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson found his target. It's Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Come back.
Watson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Here's the first carry from LaShawn McCoy. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Okay, Paul, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun! Now let's go. 3-19. Detroit. 3-19.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. There he goes left side. And this will be a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's nicski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say nicski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. That'll be taken in the end zone. He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Leopard! Gun!
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Come back.
After the interception, here's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A first down carry now for Miller. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd down, here's Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They'll give it to him up the middle. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. They get it to him running left. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On third down, Allen. Forced out to his left. Curry's got it, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Miller. Pushing his way through. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They keep it with Miller on first down. He's to the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Whitney merciless. Leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue, landing. Blue,
So after the INT, it's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On play action, Allen. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Flush to his right, going deep for Benjamin, and this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And now out comes Houston. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Green 39! Green 39!
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. On second down, here's Allen. Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. To the air, Allen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Back-to-back big plays right there, and the Bills have another first down. Throwing on first down is Allen. And caught by Curley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First down, Allen. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
On second down, it's McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Green, 39. Green, 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit, Detroit. Detroit, Detroit.
Allen from the gun on third down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now the Texans want to call another timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Come back, come back.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught at the 20. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Tiger. Come back.
To throw on second is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got room. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. On 1st and 10, Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Tiger.
On 1st down, Watson. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 26-yard line.
Reset. Blue 80. Black 99. Blue 80. I got 15. Me. Black 99, feel it.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Come back. Hey.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. This is caught. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
To throw is Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins Hopkins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And it's up and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Allen will try again on second down. He finds McCoy. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing is Allen on third. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And now out comes Houston. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, here's Miller. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Reset. Come back.
Here's Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Richmond.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Blue 80! Blue 80! Come back, come back!
On second down, here's Watson. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Texans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third down and 12.
Down! Tiger! Tiger! Blue 80!
Here's Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Allen now on first down. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. After the penalty, it's McCoy. Spins past it. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win. Looking
for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Bills on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Reset, reset, reset.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Reset, reset, reset.
They run again with Foreman. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Texans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Black 99, feel it.
Watson now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to...
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the Bills getting set to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Black 22! Black 22!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. He's got room to run past the 20. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down. time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Now a handoff to Miller. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Black gun it out, Billy.
Now a toss play. This is Foreman. There he goes inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Houston, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See slime break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business. Handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax.
Relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. What?
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the coach, and we're set to bring you coverage from Madden Ultimate Team. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one, between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. With that, let's get you out to Silicon Valley, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, as we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
And the Steelers, they're ready to rock on 1st and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.